Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we dive into a growing scandal that could shake South Africa's political foundations, a storm surrounding businessman and ANC insider Sandile Zungu and the controversial R180 billion National Lottery operating license. Allegations of political favoritism, unlawful conduct, and potential state capture have emerged, as reports claim the lucrative contract may be handed to Zungu under highly questionable circumstances. This story is more than just a contract, it's about power, accountability, and whether public institutions are being captured for private gain. Let's unpack the details. But before we get into it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth political commentary, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is a case of corruption in plain sight? According to sources inside the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, there is mounting concern that Minister Parks Tau, himself a senior ANC figure, is allegedly fast-tracking the awarding of the lottery license to Sandile Zungu. This R180 billion deal is one of the most significant operating licenses in the country, and the very suggestion that it's being allocated without a fair, transparent process has ignited outrage. Let's be clear, this isn't just a business contract. The National Lottery plays a critical role in funding non-profits, social development, and community projects across the country. Whoever controls this system essentially controls a vast pipeline of money and influence. That's why the way this license is awarded matters immensely. Zungu, a well-known businessman and ANC member, has deep roots in South Africa's corporate and political circles. He has chaired major boards and holds various stakes in strategic sectors. But it's his closeness to ANC elites that has raised eyebrows, especially as watchdog groups and opposition parties warn of potential state capture. Now, the term state capture isn't just political theater. It refers to systemic political corruption where private interests significantly influence a state's decision-making processes to their own advantage. It's what we saw in the Gupta-era scandals. And critics say this lottery deal has all the same warning signs. Legal experts are already flagging major concerns. If the licensing process skips a fair, competitive bidding stage, as some insiders are claiming, then it would violate procurement laws and potentially open the government to legal challenges. Some observers are warning that such a move could undermine the legitimacy of the entire lottery system. Civil society organizations have not stayed silent. Several have come out condemning the process, demanding that it be halted immediately until the appropriate legal and public oversight mechanisms are in place. The Democratic Alliance has taken things a step further, calling for an urgent probe by the Public Protector and for Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts, or SCOPA, to intervene. Their demand is simple: halt the process, open it up to public scrutiny, and ensure that no single individual or political connection is allowed to hijack public institutions for private enrichment. A source close to the regulatory board overseeing the process reportedly said, and I quote, "This must be stopped. We cannot allow public assets to be handed over in deals that lack integrity and lawful procedure." Strong words, and a stark reminder of what's at stake. Let's pause for a moment and look at the broader political context. Parks Tau, the minister overseeing the department responsible for this decision, is no stranger to political controversy. A long-time ANC stalwart, Tau has previously held several senior positions, including Mayor of Johannesburg and Deputy Minister roles. His support for Zungu is now being seen not just as a political preference, but as an abuse of administrative authority, if the allegations hold water. Meanwhile, Sandile Zungu is not just any businessman. He is a politically connected figure with an active role in the ANC and has previously been floated as a potential provincial leader in KwaZulu-Natal. His name carries weight, and his influence spans both the political and business elite. But that kind of dual allegiance, party and profit, is exactly what good governance advocates have warned about for years. So what does this mean for ordinary South Africans? If the National Lottery license is awarded unlawfully, the implications ripple far beyond government offices. This deal would affect millions of rands in grants, sponsorships, and funding allocations. It would erode public trust in the state's ability to manage its own resources without political interference. And it would send a chilling message that connected individuals can bypass rules with impunity. What's more troubling is that this isn't happening in isolation. We've seen a troubling pattern of appointments and contracts being awarded to politically aligned businesspeople without due process. From Eskom to Transnet, to local municipalities, the line between governance and patronage continues to blur. The Zungu lottery saga might just be the latest example. This is where oversight institutions like the Public Protector and Scopa play a vital role. But their ability to act swiftly and independently is often limited by political pressures. The fear is that if this deal is allowed to proceed, it will set a dangerous precedent, one where legality is bent to accommodate loyalty, and public interest is trampled under political expediency. It's also worth noting that South Africa is less than a month away from one of the most contested national elections in decades. With ANC credibility on shaky ground, controversies like this only feed into the narrative of a party that prioritizes connected insiders over democratic accountability and service delivery. The stakes could not be higher. This is not just about a R180 billion contract. It's about whether South Africa is prepared to defend the rule of law, or whether the new elite is simply replacing the old, with the same corrupt playbook. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops. But one thing is clear, public vigilance is essential. These issues cannot be swept under the rug. South Africans deserve transparency, fair competition, and leaders who serve the people, not their own interests. If you believe this story deserves more attention, please share this video. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on stories that matter. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this deal should be stopped? Should Zungu be investigated? And will Parliament take action before it's too late? Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay critical. See you next time.